What up, dreamers? We are out here. We're in Houston, Texas at We Code It. Our Sur Ron is here. It's probably in a bunch of pieces. Oh, and Dave's on the phone. That was pretty fast.
Struggle bus, dude. There we go. What we use to remove it is a 10 millimeter blind bearing puller. This is from Motion Pro. It's definitely easier to remove it with a nice quality tool. But basically these bearings are pressed in from the outside. You can't punch them all the way through. There's a lip in the middle of this, and so you have to pull the top one out this way and then punch the inside one towards the inside. And so it's also really easy to do it if you have MAP gas. A typical propane torch is not going to get this hot enough to really to do the job. So the other critical point is to set the depth of the tool properly. You have to really just get a feel for it, and you have to kind of insert it until you get right there in the middle and tighten it up from there. So let's see if we can get this one.
Wow.
Bam.
You're saying that some of the guys on the forums were having difficulties with that?
Yeah, definitely. So if you do all these things combined and use a good quality puller and use a torch to heat the area around, they'll usually come out just in one hit. So we'll just take like a regular bearing driver, press the other end out and do the other side. That's pretty much it.
Those are just little stickers they put in there?
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know what purpose that serves. So what we've done is we've chemical stripped the frame, subframe, swing arm, and that's going to basically speed up the process when we go to do the media blasting. If we don't do that, we're blasting not only to etch the surface, but also to remove paint or whatever coating is on it. And it's a possibility it could be a little aggressive. So just for that purpose, we chemical strip everything. We outgas everything, meaning we set it in the oven and at a higher temperature than what we cure at, so it burns off all the grease. And so now we've got all our plugs, everything is masked, ready to go, waiting for the oven to warm up. And while we're waiting for the oven, we can start kind of throwing some powder on the parts. And what we're going to do here is we're going to put our first coat on, which is going to be the laser diamond. We're going to partial cure that, so basically it'll be in the oven until it basically melts onto the object. We'll pull that out, let it cure, and then we'll put a clear coat on top. That's really going to help with UV protection and also the durability aspect of the coating as well. So,
can you explain how powder coating is different from painting?
Yeah, so the whole process, it's all prep, but as far as the application, this is a static charge, and this is how the powder is actually going to stick to the object. And then we bake it in the oven to cure it. And so how that's different from paint is that you don't media blast anything you paint typically in like the automotive world. And so combining with the media blasting and the way this powder cures, this is much more durable than paint, and you can actually get a lot of different color variations, metallics and candies, translucents. It can really dial in your color selection too.
So before you cook it, you could fuck it up pretty easily. Like if you touched it or something.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's just ready to fall off.
Trying to cram too many things in the oven, dropping things off the hook, you name it, I've fucked it up.
And then, do you have to worry about overspray? Or you can't really overspray powder?
No, well, yeah, you can have too much of a thickness of coating.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is a desired target thickness per layer. It's 2 to 4 mils thick, and so basically you just have to. The only way you're going to know is with the mil gauge. And so luckily one of my first contracts was with a local stunt shop that does crash cages and stunt frames. And he was so particular that everything got mil checked, and that was my first customer before I ever had a commercial building, and so it's forever ingrained in my brain. And it also helps with durability and delamination. If you have too thick or too thin, under cured is another issue. Over curing the powder is another issue. So yeah, everything has to be done right, every step.
So how long is this going to cook for?
So we're basically waiting for the parts to get up to 400 degrees. And then we're going to start a timer for 10 minutes. So that's
Wow.
the cure schedule for this particular powder. Well, what we're going to do is wait for it to partial cure because we're putting a clear coat on top of this. So we're going to wait until the powder just barely melts onto the part, pull it off, let it cure, and then we'll shoot this clear coat on top.
Damn. So is that its final form? Just
Well,
that's the color scheme?
Yeah, as far as the color tone itself, yeah, that's it. But
Nice, dude. I love it.
The clear is going to add much more depth.
Yeah.
And the metallics are going to pop a little extra. It's going to be a lot smoother. It's like, it's not fully like baked in, right?
Oh man, dude, I love it.
Sugar right here. This is sick, dude.
No one's got this color.
This is a really cool color.
Yeah, and it almost looks like it's subtle enough, you know? It looks kind of like stock.
Yeah, but if you just, like, you take one look at this thing after it's assembled, you'd be like, man. Just wait till the bronze, dude. That shit's gonna go crazy. God, these are tight. I probably do like 5 miles of walking inside this building every day.
Oh man, that looks good.
I know. But the wheels though. Yes, sir. Shouts out Fast Days.
Yeah, I just thought that'd be wild, dude. Imagine.
Dave, how'd you get into Sur Rons?
Man, I owe my whole Sur Ron career to Mr. Scott with Sur Ron, Texas.
Oh yeah?
So I've been a big dirt bike power sports guy my whole life. Did automotive for a long time and then decided to get into this. And so did a lot of dirt bike ATV customization repairs here. And then Scott was referred to me by a local rider when he had a Sur Ron. I think the first thing that happened was he ripped the throttle cable out, and so I replaced the throttle, and I think I did like a seat assembly for him, and so I got to ride it a little bit just up and down the street while it was here, and I kind of was curious about it a little bit, so then I saw Sur Ronster doing a wheelie on one, and that like just validated the whole thing for me, and so I think it was like a week after that, like I was just constantly looking on Facebook, looking for one, and that's it, man. It's been a year. So.
And that was a stock Sur Ron?
Yeah, I bought one. Yeah, I bought a bone stock one.
No, I mean the one that you rode of Scott's.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was total
exactly.
Scott.
That was way before the builds or any of that kind of stuff happened. I got basically I broke my collarbone like a week before Thanksgiving last year, 2022. And at that time, I just decided to tear down the bike to do powder coating. And at the same time, Scott's bike, the purple bike, was in here getting. We did a bunch of stuff, like all the bolt-ons, the BAC, the brakes, the Fox 40s, the rear shock, and then he saw mine come out the oven. He's like, "Do it! Like, I've got to get this thing needs to be purple by MLK," and that was last year. So,
Wow.
yeah, man, it's been a wild ride. Less than a year, we've done some pretty cool stuff.
2 years ago, it used to be hard to find Sur Ron homies. Like you had to find them on like the forums or some shit. But now you just see Sur Rons going down the street.
Yeah, man.
And you just meet Sur Ron people.
Reese and I were going to eat 2 nights ago, and we were at this place off of Highway 6, and we're going through a shopping center, and he's like, "Oh, dude, there's a Sur Ron." And so I literally led him out of my van, like at the corner. He was like in AT&T, and he went into AT&T not knowing who this guy was, just looking for whoever owned the Sur Ron outside. And come to find out he was an existing customer, so we had drinks. It was a good time.
Yeah, and the cover too, the block cover.
You didn't know I was running this yesterday?
Oh yeah.
What do you think of my color choice?
Which one? That one?
Yeah.
It's fucking sick.
You
It's
like
like a little sneaky.
Yeah, I know,
It's
right?
Sneaky. You wouldn't know unless you came up on close. Did you get new rims?
No, these are the stock rims, just new shoes, and
Oh, it's coated.
yeah. Bro,
And you got the fast face. Are those? How thick are those?
haven't used them yet. Everything's brand new. I haven't even rode with
Dave,
them
are
yet.
those 40 millimeter or 38? Those look chunky.
You're getting light blue.
The stanchions on the fast faces. I've never seen them in person. I know G Bear has them, but like no one in LA has them.
Real.
This is fucking nice.
What color are you getting, Mark?
I'm not sure. I think maybe baby blue.
To match your wheels. I saw your wheels. They look
Close.
nice as fuck.
Maybe I might do white. It just depends what I don't know.
We got and he's got a new shy battery.
That's the last part.
Yes, sir. I want to see it. It's the Gen 2. Oh.
That's the heart. That's the heart of the bike. Huge shout out to Sarah at Shy Battery. What a lovely lady.
It's really loud. It's absolutely nuts.
The anticipation's killing me.
This ain't a battery at all. This is a bunch of peanuts. Ooh, let's take the little things out first. What do you think that is? Charger?
I have no idea.
I hope this comes with the... Oh, it's probably a cool t-shirt for me.
How did you
Ooh, I got a cool t-shirt. I'm part of the team. This has got to be Charger. '72 Gen 2. Where's the top? That looks like the top. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ooh.
Battery just set the bar for battery manufacturers, man. Really,
Yeah.
I feel like this is the new standard.
This is the new best one.
The construction.
Oh my god. That is fancy. And I hope this is the nice charger so I can charge it nice and slow. Oh, this is so sick.
A comparison for you. It's really not that much bigger.
Dave, out of all the cool shit that I've got on YouTube, this is the coolest one. It's not like you didn't just give me something, you put your blood, sweat, and tears into this. This is quality craftsmanship.
Thank you, sir. Perfect.
What up, guys? The day has finally come. I got my man Reese behind the camera. We are out here in front of We Code It, Dave's shop, and my clapped out Sur Ron that I've been riding stock for 2 years has finally transitioned into something beyond words. Actually, I do have 2 words: laser dragon. This is the laser dragon. That guy? I don't know that guy. Do you know that guy?
I don't.
He just hangs out at the shop.
You're in our
Go-kart
bro,
guy.
We're trying to shoot a
Yeah,
thing
famous
here.
go-kart guy.
Actually looking sexy, dude.
That's fine. Sheesh.
Huge shout out to Sarah from Shy Batteries. Back in May, I was living in Minnesota in my dad's driveway, and I had a broken ass Sur Ron battery, and I had no idea what was wrong with it. I emailed every single battery company. They all said no. And I was like, oh, they all nicely said no. And I was like, whatever. Then I made a video about how GoPros suck, and apparently so did Sur Ronster, and so did John Hicks. And someone made a video about how GoPros are shitty, and they used my video of talking about it being shitty. And Sarah saw that video and said, hey, I know this guy's name, and then emailed me and said, hey, let's do that battery thing. So my hatred for GoPros is what got me this Shy battery, which, by the way, isn't 72 volt, Gen 2, 38 amp hour. This is their newest, most powerful battery. It's amazing. Also, GLE hooked me up with a Back 4000 and their new heatsink, which is amazing. I think this color scheme looks absolutely amazing. All the little parts. Dave said, dude, what if we did your spring? What if we did this? What if we did this tiny little ring over here? He said he's never done this pulley ring before. You probably can't see it, but Dave is such a perfectionist. He put the ring on backwards, scratched it a little bit, and I was like, don't worry, no one's gonna see that. Completely recoded the whole thing. Also, big shout out to Fast Ace. I messaged them, I said, hey, my forks are terrible. Can I get a set of new forks? And they said, sure, how about forks, rear shock, and brakes? I was like, all right, sure. So these are the Fast Ace ALX 13RCs, and I rode them a little bit. They're so good, so nice. They are $6.99, I believe, and I have a code for 10% off if you want to use code Dylan Ray Thompson. So Dave did more than just take this thing apart, acid dip it, sandblast it, and coat it. He also replaced my belt and my chain, and what's this called, Reese? Bearing up here?
Headset?
Headset.
Something
Headset
with
bearing.
I don't know.
Something. something.
Something
and
important.
These you got these wheels for me too. These are Dunlop MX 53s, I want to say.
Nice and knobby.
And look at this, stock rim, completely delaced, painted, bronze chrome, and relaced. Absolutely incredible. Handlebars. These handlebars were lying on the shop floor. These were someone else's bars. These are the pro tapers that Mark uses, that everyone uses. Absolutely incredible. This never would have happened if it wasn't for me meeting Sur Ron, Texas out at the Mega Ride and Dave and all the cool people that I met last time I was out here in Houston. Houston is the Sur Ron capital of the world. I'm just gonna say that.
It is.
And if you need any sort of powder coating, any sort of mechanical work done on any kind of 4x4 vehicle,
That's not Dave's work. That's just work.
yeah. But seriously, all your powder coating needs, any kind of four-wheeler, dirt bike, but Dave also wants to do a lot more Sur Ron stuff. He's got a bin full of stock Sur Ron parts. Any kind of Sur Ron upgrade or maintenance you need, Dave is your guy at We Coat It out here in Houston, Texas.
72 monster now.
I know, dude. It's the Laser Dragon.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
Thanks, Dave.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy. Fast bike! Fast bike coming through! Oh my god. Oh my god. It's something different. It's something different than it used to be. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so crazy. This is one of those things that I never foresaw. You know, it's one thing, you know, I really appreciate these companies that reach out to me and they go, hey, test our bike. They send me a bike, you know. That is like, that's so cool. But disassembling somebody's favorite e-bike, putting it back together after powder coating it, a color that no one's ever done before, changing the belt, putting your craft and your time into something is so much different than just handing somebody a thing. So I cannot thank Dave enough. This is an absolutely incredible, this is such a great perk, a channel perk. The Laser Dragon lives. Do you guys remember like 2 years ago when Onyx let me borrow their bike? They let me borrow their bike for a weekend. And I was like, oh my god, we did it, guys. Look at how good our channel's gone. Think of all the things that have happened since then. This is by far one of the craziest things that has ever happened to me. And and what a great, Jesus. I'm a motorcycle now. We gotta learn wheelies all over again. I'm terrified to do a wheelie with this thing. I would like to know the top speed though. Oh my god, absolutely incredible. Should we try a wheelie somewhere? We gotta find a good spot. I don't want the wheelie boys to see me practicing. This is called a Sur Ron, but I bought it from a place called Luna Cycles.
Is it in Whole Foods?
No, but if you want one, dude, there's We Coat It right down the street. They sell
That is really nice, dude.
yeah, dude, this one's tricked out. This one's tricked out by Dave from We Coat It.
Damn.
We Coat It with a K.
Wheat coated.
Coat. Yeah, like powder coat. Yeah, dude.
That is really nice.
He's got cheaper ones. He's got ones that are like stock.
What do you pay, about $4,000 for that?
Yeah, that's not including the upgrades.
Jesus.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, you had upgrades. Man, that's cool.
Yeah, this is faster. This is like faster than the normal ones.
That is cool, man. Like going to work back and forth, and I've got some money saved up. That would be real good.
Yeah, dude.
Damn, I wouldn't be able to do all that upgrades that to it, but that's pretty cool.
You're gonna want to. As soon as you get one, you're gonna start thinking about the upgrades.
Damn, man, like the little headlights. That's cool, man.
Yeah, dude.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
These things are amazing.
I'll tell you what, it's well worth it. You got a little camera. Man, that's good.
Yeah, that's for insurance.
Have a good day, my
You
friend.
too, brother. Voice cracked a little bit there at the end. Man, the guy's like, how much is all that? I wasn't about to be like, oh, I got this for the price of on the house. But how much is this thing worth? Not that I would ever in a million years sell my Sur Ron. But how much is this thing worth? After all these crazy upgrades. Man, these shocks feel great. Man, do you guys remember? Do you remember just a few weeks ago just how crappy my Sur Ron was becoming? And these shocks are at the end of their days. You guys remember? Shreddy was making fun of me because my chain sounded crazy.
That belt sounds kind of crazy.
My forks were not suspension forks anymore. They were just front forks. Uh-oh. Wow. Oh, wow. That's not good. Okay. Okay, we got the same disc on here. Guys, when I tell you that I paid nothing for this, I'm not kidding you. I said, Dave, please, let me pay for the belt, the chain. He also got these tires. I said, well, let me pay for the tires. And he goes, I got good relationships with these companies. It's no big deal at all. It's included. I'm like, bro, thank you. Not to mention, the guy lets me live in his driveway, use his power and his toilet and his shower and his water. Good Lord, I hope you haters are watching this. Haters, look closer. Look at this, guys. Do you see this? Oh my God, I could not be more happy with this color. Look at these freaking tires. Uh-oh, boner alert. All right, let's get out of here before we hurt ourselves. Wow. Could not be more happy. What's the big idea? Trent broke it down for me and said that I won't be able to beat the dirt bike guys on the motocross track. Apparently, that's what Trent said. He said 125s maybe, but nothing two-stroke. Yeah? So you're saying that if I go to the motocross track with this and I put it in ludicrous mode, I'm gonna destroy the 450 4-strokes?
Depends on how hard you can hold on.
Oh yeah. If you're not scared, you're not going fast enough.